unpopular opinion, he thinks they should bring Jen Shaw back.
Yes, that was, yeah.
And Andy was not super into that, and neither was the audience.
What's the question we want to ask them, our listeners? Maybe about Jen Shaw, if they think she should come
Yeah,
back.
if they think she should
that's a
come
great
back,
question.
and
What
if
do
she
you think?
came back, would it deter them or encourage them to watch?
Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Hi, welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Lori.
We are talking about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 6, Episode number 5. And this is the Salt Lake City Suit Man. I mean, I guess it's a good name, but we still don't know who he is or what this is
I
all
don't
about.
think it's a good name because we never found out what the hell it means.
I know. It's very true. We didn't find out what it means.
Odd.
Very odd.
It would have been better like argument at the vineyard that never ends. That never, ever, ever ends.
For real. For real. I will say that my favorite part about this episode was that we were in one place the entire time. We were not
you
bouncing.
like that?
I did personally.
You like that? I've seen people on social media bitch about that they like when you get more out of the episode, when you see more places or more things. And yeah, that's interesting.
I liked the bounce back from the table to the readings, especially at the end where poor Whitney's finally, well, we'll get there. You know, we'll get there.
I agree. I like it all in one place too, because we have said this before. I can't stand when we have 2 people in one place talking about one thing and another 2 people talking about the same thing someplace else, and then we're going back and forth. I'd rather have them all together.
Yeah. We had them all in the same place at the same time, all on the same page. Like, not all on the same page, obviously, but they're all focusing on the same thing at the same time.
I probably would have liked it more if it just wasn't such a shit show.
It was a
shit show. It was exhausting. I was exhausted.
It never progressed. It never moved forward.
It was exhausting.
Not between Angie and Lisa, at least.
Yeah, it was like the clarity lunch. You know, it was like like that didn't move. We didn't. I mean, we thought we did because they. I mean, it ended where Lisa said, "Okay, we're all going to move forward," but then it's Lisa that keeps perpetuating this. I mean, she's the one who can't move forward. It's Lisa, you know.
Yeah.
So we start out with Whitney talking to Justin, and she wants to have a girls' day where they're celebrating love, laughter, and wine. And, you know, face value, that sounds great, right?
It does. And I loved her invitations via the bouquets.
Yes, they were beautiful.
Yes, beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I didn't love was her singing her made-up song in her confessional.
It's bad.
Whitney.
I mean, based on comments that we've been getting lately on our posts, I really am nervous to say a negative thing about anybody.
Well, I don't care.
But
I so don't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, she just shouldn't sing. I shouldn't
sing. She shouldn't sing.
Yeah, probably all of us. But it was, funny. Her lyrics were very funny.
Yes. Okay, we'll give her that. And they're calling it Whitney's telepathic tasting. I kind of like that too.
I do. I did like that. And the place was beautiful.
It was beautiful until Mary pulls up and says, "I don't know why Whitney decided to have the event here. This place has bad juju. The former owner killed his wife and himself in front of the dog."
And on
Christmas Day.
Was it there? Was it at that place?
Yes.
I mean, they probably lived on the grounds, I would imagine, right?
Or that place was a house. I think it was an old house. I mean, it's a vineyard, I think it was. Right. I think it was a house that, that's how vineyards were.
Mary with all her she's so funny. We had the Jeffrey Dahmer thing when they were in Milwaukee. She's telling Whitney's kids about the lady flying out of the car. She must be like, I bet you she is a true crime addict.
Yeah,
I think that she really probably is, because she always has some little like macabre angle. It's very funny.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
it was funny. So the party has like a garden party theme, and everyone shows up in beautiful floral dresses, except for Angie shows up in a leopard print dress. I don't.
Yeah, so I
Did
was
she
going
get
to
the
ask
same?
you guys, who did you like the best? Like, whose outfit did you like the best?
Did like Angie's, even though I didn't think it was very garden party. I thought it was very her.
Yeah.
I didn't like Lisa's pajamas. I don't know where
Oh
she's
my gosh,
going.
yes. I put that down. She was wearing pajamas.
She was wearing pajamas. I think that Whitney's a beautiful girl, but I don't think that her outfit did her. I didn't think it looked great on her. And Meredith's outfit was one of the most horrendous things that I've ever seen. And she's always with those high boots. So listen to our audience and to the people who want to make comments. Please feel free, make all the comments you want. We are talking about someone's style, outfit. It is not bullying. It is an opinion, just so we're clear.
And we're not commenting on their physical appearance.
No. And feel free to comment on anything about us that you want to, because we
Well, they
don't
do.
care.
You
We
don't need to give them
care.
permission.
We don't care.
I personally loved Heather's dress.
I don't even remember Heather's.
I thought
Yes, it was beautiful. I loved it. Yes, I
What was
loved it.
Heather's?
Like it was like a floral. It was pink. It was kind
Like
of
very
like
flowy, like
Oh, yes,
romantic.
yes. I remember it now. I remember it.
really liked that. When Mary said that Meredith looked like a walking virus, I almost fell off my chair.
I know. I mean, it was denim.
Bronwyn, like, it was very appropriate, but it was just it's just so much. But I guess
that's her.
Bronwyn. Yeah.
That's her.
So-
That's a Bronwyn outfit.
When Bronwyn took off that floral coat, that butterfly dress that she had on underneath
so
it,
pretty.
gorgeous. I
Love
think
that.
that was my favorite dress because when she took off when I first saw the coat, I was like, ooh. But then as soon as I saw the butterfly dress, I was like, that was stunning.
Yeah.
I just, I loved all the detail of all the butterflies. And
with Salt Lake, I'm always confused. Like, what's the
season is it?
weather? What's the temperature? Like, what?
It's like OC. Like, you never know. Or Miami. Like, you never know what time of year. Is it Christmas time? Is it? Yeah, you never know.
You never know what's
Right.
going on.
And I actually liked the pink dress that Whitney was wearing.
You did? You liked it?
I did. I thought it looked nice on her. Yeah.
I love how Angie knew right away what Mary was thinking about Meredith's outfit. Like, they have that friend thing where she just looked at and they just knew what each other were thinking. I know they said it, but before they even said it, you could just tell that they were like,
yeah.
funny.
So Lisa's the last one to show up, and she gets out of the car wearing her what I thought looked like silk pajamas and her manila envelope, and she says to the driver, "Keep the car running and close, because I'm not gonna be long."
So why just come? Stay home.
Exactly.
Yeah. And Heather was literally the only person that was happy to see Lisa. She was like, "Oh, there she is," and everybody else was like, "Meh."
Yeah. Yeah. And we see Angie when she comes in with that big plastic tote. I was like, gosh, there's going to be something good in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Whitney thanks them all for coming. And she says, she was going through photos the other day, and it reminded her that, she used to be like free spirited and fun loving. And she wants to get back to that, Whitney. She wants to be more carefree. So she also has a surprise for them. She flew in all the way from New York, a world renowned spiritual intuitive, Terrence Turner. I never heard of him. Have you ever? No.
Another interesting creative career description, though.
Yes.
Not psychic.
No.
Right.
Intuitive consultant.
Yes.
A spiritual intuitive. Yeah. I'm like, okay. So Heather's doesn't really know too much, she said, about psychics, and Bronwyn loves psychics. Mary said that we called them soothsayers, and what our Bible calls him is sometimes the devil can talk out of them. Mary's not going to participate. She's going to pass.
Mm-hmm.
Which I understand that,
I totally understand
that. Yep. Everyone has
totally
their own
understand.
opinions. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to go per the Bible, that is what it says.
Yeah.
That you're not supposed to do any kind of divination. So,
right.
If you're going to go by the Bible, she's correct.
Mm-hmm. So Meredith announces that she didn't even know that Utah made wine, because the wine that they're tasting is from that vineyard. So it's Utah wine. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know there was vineyards in Utah either.
Me neither.
Nope.
I mean, I think of vineyards, I think of California, like Southern California. Like, I didn't even know that
Or
these kind of
France.
grapes yeah, or France, obviously, or Italy, but I didn't know that these kind of grapes could grow in Salt Lake because I didn't think it got warm enough, but I guess it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't think of New Jersey as somewhere having vineyards either, but we have quite a few.
Yeah.
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 So, they're doing pairings, and the first pairing is with salmon, and Mary asks, like, "Is the salmon tartare?" And the woman says, "Yeah," and she's like, "Well, I'm not eating raw fish. I don't need any of these parasites." Like, then they have babies in your belly and
Salmon babies camping out in her belly. That's what she
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
Now,
Now, that was smoked salmon, so
I
it
know.
is cooked, but it's cold, so it feels raw.
well, she asked if it
Yeah,
was
I'm not
tartare,
sure.
and tartare means raw.
Right, and
D
what was her name? Stephanie?
Yeah, she gave her
Angela, the wine specialist, said, "Yeah, it's tartare." So,
but it wasn't. She gave her wrong
right.
information.
Yeah.
So Angie's at the table saying that, she's always lived in a contemporary home, but like she would with a small yard and she's looking around this place. She's like, she would love to have like this airy garden like feeling, if anyone would like to buy her house. And then Brittany's sitting across from her and said, "Oh, your house is for sale?" And she said, "Yeah, it's been for sale for, a minute." And as she's sitting there, she's looking it up on her phone.
She went like the deep dive into her real
Yeah.
estate mode.
Like within seconds.
Deep dive. I was like, girl, you need to cool it.
It was so obnoxious. It
It
was
was.
so obnoxious.
Well, especially when she says there was a price adjustment already. That's not good. Like she's
Yeah.
saying it under her breath, but she's mic'd, so we all know what she's saying.
And people have to do
Yeah.
a price adjustment for all different kinds of reasons. It's not the doom and gloom that she's making it out to be. It's something that often happens in a real estate transaction. So it's
And
not
when
like
you're dealing with a multi-million-dollar home, a small
Exactly.
price adjustment isn't going to make or break you.
no.
Right. Right.
And who
And then
knows? Knowing Angie, she's probably upgrading to a bigger, better house in a better area.
yeah, yeah. And then Brittany says, "Well, why didn't you reach out to me about listing your house? You know I'm a realtor."
Come on, stop.
And she's like, "Well, it was my godson's mother. I'm going to use somebody that I know." And then she goes in on, "Well, it's been on the market for 200 days. I think the price is a little high." This is a good way to approach it? I
Yeah,
mean,
what are you doing? What are you
you're
doing?
out of your mind.
How about Lisa with her weird trying to like get into the conversation with, I could be a farmer.
Yeah.
Just that weird it's just so odd. It's like, Lisa,
Yeah.
no,
I don't
just
know
be
what
quiet.
that was.
Just be quiet.
And then when they started talking about like, well, this neighborhood, like Lisa's like, okay, well, so this is how it goes. Like the most desirable neighborhood is this, blah, 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 blah. It's just insulting to people. It's just insulting.
Yeah, it is insulting. It's absolutely insulting. Brittany said that, you should have priced it correctly the first time and then you'd get multiple offers right off the bat. And Angie's like, you don't get multiple offers when your house is listed at $4.5 million. And she's right. You don't. You don't.
Well, I do think that there's merit to what Brittany says, though. Like when you price it right, I mean, look at our neighbor across the street.
But
it's not
that's
a
you
multi-million
can't.
dollar home, but it's under contract. It literally went on the market less than 2 weeks ago.
I
Yeah,
think
but we
you
don't know
price
what,
it right.
but we don't know what you can price it at wherever you want. What happens is it's about what somebody offers. And I think in Angie's
Yeah.
case, she wants to sell it, but she's in no rush. She has a number on it. She has a number she wants to get, and she's happy to just let it sit there until she gets her number.
And listen, she probably thinks because of who she is, it's going to sell for higher than it otherwise would. Because somebody might want to buy the house of
Because of
the
that.
housewife of Salt Lake City, Angie. Like, I get it. I get it. But there is merit to what Brittany said. And you've heard real estate agents say it a lot. If the price is right to begin with, you're going to get offers.
Right. But like I said, maybe she didn't need it priced right. Maybe she
Right.
needed it priced for what she wanted. And if she
I
got
get
it,
it.
fine. And if she didn't, that's fine too. But Brittany's a big real estate expert, so she just let everybody know
Clearly.
all about it.
Clearly.
And then when she's having that argument, she's like, "Oh, Jared's calling."
Now,
Okay.
here's the thing. You know damn well he knew where she was. He knew that she was filming.
Of course.
This guy just wants to be on the show. He's filming with Justin. This guy just wants to be on the show. He knew she was filming. Why would he call her?
Absolutely. He knew he absolutely. And that's what Whitney says. Like, Jared came over and talked to Justin a week ago. And, he makes it sound like you only get back with him when you want gifts and, you want to go on vacations and stuff.
I have written down ew with like 10,000 W's. Because when I was making notes when I was watching, I was like, ew, stop.
He's so cringy. He's horrible.
Horrible.
Really is.
So I guess her daughter wanted her to stop dating for 30 days.
And she made 48 hours, she said, right? Was that the number? 48 hours?
God.
Yes.
Good God.
Yes. And listen, her daughter's, she's 19. It's not like she's, out of the house and, she's not in her house because of the situation, but she's 19 years old. That's not a hard ask.
No.
I don't think.
No.
I don't think
No.
it is.
I don't think so either.
Then all of a sudden the wind starts whipping around and the flower arrangement shatters and then more wind starts whipping and something else breaks. Like, I guess it was like a wind tunnel there at that point. Brittany is the first one to go in and to meet with Terrence Turner. And he asks, does she feel disconnected from someone in her own family? And she's like, well, my daughters. Like, he's like, how old are you? How old are they? She said, well, they're 23 and 19. He said, well, it's the 19-year-old. There's a wall up and you're not communicating. He said you need to spend some time and get to know her again. So, Whitney had the same conversation with her. Like, you need to.
Yeah, but the funny thing is that Brittany's like, there's no way he could know that. And then they flash back to last season where, like, every scene, she's like, yeah, my daughter's not talking to me because I'm dating this guy and she doesn't like him. Like,
I know.
I know this guy was spot on with a lot of things, but when she was like, there's no way he could have known that. And I love the flashbacks because you hear that guy, like, in fact, he did know that because you said it all last season.
Right. Right. I feel like Brittany, and I could be, I feel like every scene that she's in, it's like she's acting. Like, she
100%.
She thinks that this is like a role that she has. Like, it's not really Brittany that's there. It's the character of Brittany that shows up, right?
You did see that she's having a show, like a Luann S. show, and it's called
No, I didn't.
Guys, What About Me?
Oh my gosh. That's perfect for her.
Having a one-woman show named that. If the post I saw is true, that is what I saw.
That's what she needs.
Yeah. But it's, just goes along with, I totally agree with you 100%. She's just acting. This is like a role for her.
Mm-hmm.
And how about when, how about when Bronwyn had said to her, like, imagine this is the person who called me a gold digger. And now Jared is at Whitney's house.
Yes.
Like, basically saying that about.
Yeah. And then Meredith brings up, guys, there's some stuff I want to discuss. Lisa and I started a new friendship and we made a commitment to each other. If something was brought to us, we would bring it to the other person. And Lisa, I need to ask you, were you trying to spread negative rumors about my family?
The pause and the blinking of Lisa's eyelashes.
Oh, she's blinking. She's still blinking.
She looked nervous as hell, I'm telling you.
Lisa said, no, I feel like even last year I worked really hard to be a better friend to you. And then she looks over at Angie and she said, but Satan looks like she might.
Yeah, she said, I don't know what this is about, but Satan looks like she might. And she's talking about Angie.
Yeah. Angie's like, I'm not Satan. I do my work in the light, not in the dark. I'm like, oh boy. Then those two just start yelling and screaming over the table again. It's actually ridiculous because
it is.
You
Meredith
can't understand.
kind of let Lisa off the hook, though.
She did.
Meredith, she totally let Lisa off the hook.
Yep.
Yeah.
She was like, all right, I said it. I got it out. That should satisfy Angie, who brought it to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, even Heather said it.
Yeah, it was
Like,
very telling that Heather even said, Lisa does tend to have information on people.
They've all said it. Actually, they've all said it. And Meredith even said, you need to stop going low. Please stop with the tit for tat.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happens with, especially right now with Lisa and Angie. Like everything is like back and forth, back and forth.
And part of the problem is Angie's Greek, and they get hot. And they will not back down. It takes them a long time to cool off, and they just like go from 0 to 1,000, and they stay at 1,000, and they could keep it there for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know that's a generalized statement to make about Greek people, but I'm saying it because I have Greek friends, and I have interactions with them and their family, and it's just kind of a new cultural thing that they get very feisty, they get very fired up. But it gets to be like middle school. Oh my God. They got to the point where they were like arguing about who's taller. I was like, my God.
This is what I mean. Like, it's like, at one point in my notes, I have it, and it's probably towards the end. Mary is probably sitting here thinking, I have like real shit going on at home with my son.
And this is
like, my son is
doing.
battling addiction.
And this is
what you bitches are fighting over.
Right.
Really?
Who's taller?
Like, they should have real problems.
I agree. I totally agree. I mean, and honestly, I'll be honest with you. It's Lisa. Like, Lisa is the one who keeps starting it because Angie said, like, I left Lisa's event and I thought we were all good. But then Lisa sends Sage over to get the products. Like, and then it just keeps going after that with the nasty text messages.
Yeah.
And she came in ready to fight. She came in ready to fight. I mean, Angie knew it was coming, which is why she came in with her box because of the aggressive, nasty text messages she got from Lisa after it was supposed to be squashed.
I love how the wine lady was like, I have more wine.
Would you be offering them more wine at this point?
I'd be offering them anything.
Wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely would be offering them more wine.
I'd be offering them wine with an IV.
Well, Bronwyn goes in for her reading.
Yep. And he says, why does brain keep coming up? And she said her mom just had a big surgery in December. And he said, it almost seems like there's another procedure. She's ignoring something in her blood number. Something is elevated. She's not paying attention to, and she's only been focused on this since January. He said he sees another set of doctors, another set of specialists that want to work for her, but there's only a certain percentage of recovery, but there is life.
Right.
I mean, that's a lot of information.
That's a lot of information.
That's a lot.
And basically told her, your mother is who she is. She does love you. She does have your back. It's never going to be how you want it to be, the relationship. And really that you just need to accept her for face value for what she is, which is not an easy thing to do.
No, because he said she's your biggest supporter, but it doesn't seem that way. It does not seem that way. It doesn't seem that way to us. I can't imagine it seems that way to her.
That way to her, right. But he is right in many ways because she, at this point, she is who she is, and she just is who she is. And I think that she gives, maybe that's all she can give. Maybe that's all she's got.
Right.
And sometimes that has to be enough. And maybe it's not going to be that warm, fuzzy mother-daughter relationship that you always wanted, but not everybody's blessed with that. So, you know what I mean? Just work on what you have with your own daughter and make that relationship the best it can be, and whatever with her mother. Sometimes you can't change people.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And I think that, he couldn't have known this stuff about her mother because she never talked about this before. We didn't see her mother until this season.
Right.
That's right. I said the same thing. I have that in my notes. Like,
yeah,
he would not have known anything about that unless Whitney gave him some information. He wouldn't have known anything about that. It's interesting because my mom had a brain tumor removed. I mean, Joseph was, I think he was 6 months old. And so he's 18. So that was over 17 years ago. She must have had it for 10, 15 years. It was benign. It was not cancerous, thank God. But the doctor did tell her it's likely that this will grow back and that you would probably have to have this surgery again. Now, I'm not going to give my mother's age because I'm not looking to get an ass whooping, but my mother said right then and there, I'm never doing this again. So if this grows back, it is what it is. So I am sure my mother, I hope not, but I am sure if that would happen, she would ignore any signs of it because she ignored signs of it the first time because my mother doesn't like doctors. So when he was talking about Bronwyn's mom not paying attention to certain signs, she might be the same way. She might be like, shit, man, if this comes back, whatever. It is what
whatever.
it is.
I'm out.
I'm not telling anybody anything. I'm not telling anybody any symptoms I have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to deal with it.
Yeah. And I could see her being like that, especially
For
her
sure.
personality type, most
sure.
definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. So after that happens outside, Angie is talking about the text message she got from Lisa about borrowing money for a vacation and using a card. Okay. This next scene, I literally laughed my ass off. And Matt happened to be in the room with me and we were watching it together. And he's like, what is going on? She starts throwing all her black cards, her Black American Express. But the one that got me was the American Express Prada bracelet that you just tap to pay. I want to know all about this. I've never even heard of such a thing.
Me neither, but I was like, what? You do what?
Yes.
I love how Heather and Brittany were like, let me pick this card up for you and put it in my bra.
Heather said, I'm just excited to see a black card. Hide it from Brittany or Jared will never hear from her again.
Yep. And Brittany gets one and she's like, Brittany picks one up. She's like, can I use this?
So good.
But that was, I'm sorry, that was another great epic housewife scene. Like that is, I mean, listen, it was planned. It was 100% planned, but I'm here for that.
Mm-hmm.
I am here for that.
I got to be honest with you. I'm enjoying Salt Lake City because I like some drama, but I don't like the whole season to be about drama. And I don't like your husband's cheating on you or, like this is like decent drama, just enough. It's annoying that the whole episode, it lasted this long, but this is like good fun drama, I feel like.
Yeah.
Right? It's not dark. It's not dark
No,
drama.
it's not dark.
No,
it's foolishness. It's foolishness.
It's comical. Right. I mean, I think it's comical because then the next thing that comes up is Lisa says to Angie, like, you can dish it, but you can't take it. Angie says, shut your effing mouth. And Angie says, I'm going to come over there and pull your ears back further than they've been pulled by your effing facelift. And everyone at the table is laughing. I mean, literally everyone at the table was. I mean,
she said it looks like you're stuck in a wind tunnel. And then Lisa's like, I didn't get a facelift, but I do have 14 threads.
No, 12 on each side.
12 on each side.
12 on each side.
Which is a lot. It's a lot of threads.
Heather throws the napkin over her face. I mean, just the reaction of the women at the table.
Yes, that was great.
It was just, I mean.
Yeah, like this is good, fun drama.
It was funny. It was just so funny. And that's when Lisa says to Angie, like, what are you standing on? Like, shorty, like, you're taller than me. Like,
oh my gosh. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. What grade are we
This is like a pissing contest. Like, everybody whip your dick out and see whose is longer. Like, what?
So funny.
It was funny, though. I'm sorry. I was laughing.
Yeah, no, this is good. This is good.
Angie tells Lisa she needs a therapist, and then Bronwyn comes out. And Heather goes in, and Heather's excited to meet with Terrence because she's never done anything like this before. And Lisa back outside is yelling like a lunatic, and Whitney's trying to break it up. Like she's in the middle trying to break it up, but
you can't understand what either one of them are saying at this point.
No, forget it.
And Bronwyn's back at the table crying, and Meredith is the only one who notices it because the other ones are all fighting. And she's like, "Are you okay?" Like she wasn't okay because she just got some really devastating news.
Startling news. Yeah.
And then Meredith yells, "You guys got to stop it for a minute." And then, they do, or they're like, "Oh, wait, something's really happening."
Yeah. And when Whitney said in her confessional, she is right. It is sad that Lisa always needs to appear perfect. Like she doesn't ever really share her feelings or anything that's going on. She doesn't. She's very closed. She's a very closed off person. And that's sad.
She's very worried about what other people think of her, which I get. We know plenty of people like that, but you're on a reality TV show and people are going to find things out about you that you otherwise wouldn't, otherwise they wouldn't know. People are going to dig things up on you because of the platform you're on, and you kind of have to deal with that.
The best
thing to do is acknowledge it.
Yes.
Not hide it.
Not hide it. No.
I loved when Whitney told them to leave, and Angie's like, well, I'm not leaving. Well, then I'm not leaving. It's like, oh my God.
It's so stupid. Because she told the driver, Lisa told the driver to keep the car running and keep it close.
Right. I really thought Lisa was going to leave at that point.
I did too. Like, that was her,
I feel like she likes fighting. She likes it.
I think she just wants to be the last man standing. She does not want anybody to ever think they're getting the best of her. So she is just going to stand there, even if it's just acting a fool. She's not going to back down.
Well, I think that's the problem with her and Angie. Angie's not going to back down.
She's not going to back down either.
Endless.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe Lisa's Greek.
Bronwyn and Brittany are hugging, and Bronwyn's like, who would have thought I would have been hugging her? Like, is anybody catching
how bad
this?
it is. This is how bad it is. And how about when Lisa comes out from her reading, and I guess it was Whitney asked her, oh, what did he say about friendship? And she says, well, the psychic says that I just love so big and all this shit. And they were like, he really said that? I'm paraphrasing. And it just reminded me of like when she was on Watch What Happens Live and said that she met a boy band. But meanwhile, she was just like singing with them from the front row. And so it's just like, girl, I bet he never said anything like that about you with your friends.
Off.
Yeah, very off.
Her perception's a little off.
Terrence is with Heather and he tells her it's a rebirth. It's all about taking back your power. And he says, do you feel like love is not working out for you? And Heather starts laughing.
Yeah.
I mean,
understatement.
I do think it's a rebirth for Heather, though. I think he's right about that.
She meets somebody.
Yeah.
She has annoyed me in seasons past, but she's very funny.
She's very funny.
She's very attractive. She's like I don't know.
She's very vivacious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope she meets someone.
So then back outside, Angie says to Lisa, pick up my cards and go shopping at Nordstrom's. Lisa says, I don't shop at Nordstrom's. And Angie says, well, your boyfriend does. Lisa said, what about the soup man, bitch?
Yeah, what is it?
Is the soup man?
Angie yells, what is a soup man? And everyone is like, what is a soup man? Who's the soup man?
They're just as confused as we are.
Didn't they say something about Seinfeld?
No,
Meredith.
You,
the soup Nazi.
Meredith said that in her confessional. Wasn't there some kind of Seinfeld thing with the soup man?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then Mary's like, I'm hungry. That's what, honestly, every time they're fighting, it's always over food. And Mary's always the one asking about the food. Like, they're always eating. I mean, she's hungry because she didn't eat the salmon.
Yeah. Get Mary some food.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the producer does ask Lisa in her confessional, who is the soup man? She said, I think that's a question for Terrence.
Yeah,
no,
what did that mean?
That means Lisa made this shit up.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, just give her the answer. You're the one who said it.
Right. Like what? Like, just say it.
And Bronwyn was right in saying to Angie, you don't have to engage. Like, the only thing you have control of is yourself. So you just feed into her by how your response is, how you respond to her. And she's right.
Right.
Well, she is right, but like you said, it's very hard for her not to respond.
Yeah. It's just,
it's hard to just,
every grain of her nature.
Right. It's hard for her not to.
And I guess Angie's point is that, this is behavior that Lisa keeps doing over and over. And everybody just kind of
accepts it,
moves on from it and kind of gets over it and kind of, just because you're used to bad behavior doesn't mean that you should let it continue. So I kind of think that's kind of some of Angie's frustration too. She's like, what the fuck? Like, why do we keep letting her do the same kind of moves over and over and over? Just because we're used to it doesn't mean that we should be used to it.
Yeah, well, Mary had a very good point though, because she told Angie when Lisa was your friend, you went along with what Lisa was feeding you. You
This
were,
is true.
your ears were wide open when she wanted to talk smack about somebody else.
This is true.
Yeah. I don't think Angie's innocent in all of this. I
Right.
just don't think she's the instigator.
Yes.
But
I agree.
like Lori said, she's not going to back down. That's just not in her makeup.
It's just
She's
not
not
in her
backing
makeup.
down.
No.
Well, thankfully at this point, Lisa goes in for her reading.
Thank God.
Yes.
The exhaustion was real.
Exactly.
So Lisa goes in and he says, "Who is the water sign?" Scorpio. She said, "My husband." He said, "I feel like you're just rebuilding trust. It's like an elastic band. You keep snapping it back together. You need to figure out how to keep the communication. You need to keep the communication with each other again." Lisa says that's probably true. And I think that, I think he also I think he was probably right. I think that's why she is acting out, because I think that she is having problems with her husband, especially if she has all these lawsuits going on with all this information.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking. Like, listen, they're flashing back to conversations between them, talking about Jack moving out, and she says she feels alone. But I think it probably has more to do with these lawsuits. But they're not talking about that on camera. We're not going to see any of that.
No, we're not. We're not.
But I do feel like Lisa's reaction to the psychic was kind of real.
For sure.
Like, I feel like he caught her off guard, and I think that he said things to her that she was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like,
yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And she admitted to him. But, even when she went back to the table and Whitney made that comment about her always wanting to look perfect, I feel like she did open up a little bit. And she was like, it's just some things about John and I. And it's okay for her to not go into detail at that point.
yeah,
At this point, clearly Lisa's not trusting anyone at the table. So the fact that she even said that, I thought was, like, for her, pretty impressive.
I mean,
Yeah,
they're going to
definitely
find out
was.
they're going to find out what she talked about eventually.
Exactly.
So kind of like she's got to let the cat out of the bag a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, the fact that she really broke down and was crying, and, he said, like, you guys have to find you don't know how to find your way back to each other, but you have to. Like, you have to find your way back. And I think that's really what it comes down to, because she said, like, he's my best friend. And I believe that. I mean, I believe that he is her rock. I mean, they have been together for quite some time, and they have 2 kids together, and they have the business together. And, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Lisa comes out, then it's Angie's turn. Lisa brings up again that she didn't have a facelift, that she only had 12 threads on each side because she needed to make sure that that was clear.
She's like, I just want to reiterate from before I went in for my reading.
Yeah.
So nobody gets it twisted.
Yes, so no one's confused.
Right. Angie, when she sees Terrence, he said something about expansion of the business. You're expanding into another business. You're going to either represent a brand or create a brand. He's like, I keep hearing product. And she's like, well, we're in the process of designing sunglasses. I thought she was going to say the vodka partnership.
So did I.
You know what? I wasn't surprised. I forget where I
Or no,
saw
tequila, not vodka.
Yeah.
Tequila.
So did I. Whatever alcohol she's doing.
Yeah. Several months ago, I was watching a podcast and they were like going hard on it. They were like, Angie really needs to do a sunglass company. And ever since then, it stuck in my head. And as soon as he said it, I was like, oh, I bet you it's sunglasses.
I mean, it makes sense.
Oh, it totally makes total sense. Yeah. Smart move on her part.
When she said her daughter rides horses, I thought she said her dad. I
thought she said her dad too.
Thank you.
I thought she said her dad. I was like,
I'm like, did she just say her dad? And then she said, okay, good. I'm glad you did too.
Because I was like, wow, this guy's like really got it going on. We need to find out what, supplements he's doing. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, because he said June is a travel month for you. And she's like, yeah, her child, rides and competes horses, and he feels like there's an injury, but not around the child, perhaps about the animal. Like, that was, scary, to be quite honest with you. I mean, it's good to hear that it's not about the child, but
yeah.
And good thing it only ended up to be the plastic pony.
Let's hope that's all it is, right?
Let's hope that's all it is. Well, June has come and passed, and we haven't heard anything, so that's good.
So that's good.
Yeah. Meredith is next.
I don't even remember what he said to her. That's how much I pay attention when it comes to her.
He asks her if someone's struggling with mental health.
Oh, with mental health. Yeah.
Yes.
And while she's sitting there having her reading, Angie goes in to grab her box.
Yes.
Her bin.
Okay, yeah.
It's almost like cutting the ties to a specific friendship. You don't trust this friend's narrative. Don't let that pull you down and live your honesty.
That's what Terrence said to Meredith.
Yes.
Now, do you think she was thinking he was referring to Angie or Lisa?
I thought Lisa, personally.
I was wondering, like, what Meredith thought who Meredith thought he was referring to.
Yeah.
But I wonder what the mental health struggle is, because she didn't really respond to that.
Maybe
she didn't, but she did have that one nephew who was struggling that one season. But I hope he's doing well.
Yeah.
And then how about Jared calls, and she's so weird, Brittany. He calls and she's like, I'm going to answer it. Are you guys okay with that? Why are you asking?
Because it was set up, because he knew he was calling while she was on camera.
Yeah.
It 100% that was a set up phone call, because this loser husband needs to be on TV.
Ugh.
He's such a loser.
Yeah, it was just weird. It's just like, why
Yep.
don't ask?
So when Angie brings her big box outside, Mary tells Lisa that she's a full-grown woman. She's a businesswoman. You can solve this. Mary brings her back to the table, and she asks, like, why do we have this big old Tupperware here?
It was like a breakup thing. It reminded me of Rachel or Ross taking back the, what was that shirt? Frankie.
Yes. Yeah.
Frankie says, just do it or relax.
Yes.
The Frankie says relax shirt.
Sure. Yeah.
Lisa says to Angie, you're just jealous because I'm working with Karastasis. Angie said,
God.
Are you working with Karastasis? I'm like, oh my God, how many plugs an episode are they going to get?
Mm-hmm.
Well, not only that, it's like clearly this basically comes down to they really are jealous of each other. They really just are jealous of each other. And they're both just as guilty as the other.
And they're both acting just as infantile as the other.
My gosh. It's like
just unbelievable.
Children.
Unbelievable. And I love how Bronwyn's just sitting there. She's just drinking the wine. Drinking the wine.
I like it when Lisa said to Angie, who's my best friend? And Angie's like, I don't know, Ben Affleck.
Yes. That was so good. That was so good. Was she trying to say that the person who
the head of Karastasis
okay.
Yes, that's her best friend. Yes. And they're gonna call. Yes, it's her best friend. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Seriously?
Yeah.
Like that, like
but the ending was the best. The ending of the episode.
Well, wait, Whitney goes in and she's with Terrence, and he asked Whitney why she feels like communication is upside down in the home. You kind of shut down a little bit in the last 2 years. There's also frustration business-wise, like what's stressing you out about the business. She's like, kind of, a failure took over. He said, you just have to be your authentic self, is basically what he said to her.
She's looking for validation from her husband. She's not going to get it.
No.
She's looking for a big, giant pat on the back from her husband. You're not getting it.
No,
I'm sorry.
You're not.
I'm sorry to be the one to tell you.
No.
You're just not. And listen, this is what we do as women, as moms, as wives, as girlfriends. We expect certain things that maybe our partner just isn't, we're just not going to get. Don't let it fuck your life up, though.
Right. No one is going to appreciate you.
Right.
The only person who's going to appreciate you is you.
Right.
So don't be looking from anybody else, because we're women, we're moms, and we always do more than our partner. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is.
Typically, yeah. In our lives, yes. It's just the way it is. And I'm not saying any one of our husbands, or Justin for that matter, doesn't appreciate what Whitney does for him, but she might just be looking for some validation that he's not, he doesn't know he has to give her, probably unless she tells him. But
because that's how it goes.
and then it like negates it. Like that's
right.
just not. It's
Right.
for the most part. Typically, it's just not how they're wired. Like, just stop looking for it because you're probably not going to get it, and you're only upsetting yourself by
In the
setting these
meantime.
standards.
Right. Well, it's almost the same thing with Brahman with our mother. You want something to be maybe what it's not, or you want your mother to say, "I'm sorry, I was such an asshole to you when you were young and confused and pregnant and alone, and I wasn't there for you." And I don't think that's going to happen either.
Nope.
It's not.
Clearly
Ever.
not.
It's not.
No. She's defending her behavior. Listen, there's some people online who are defending her mother. Like, this is the Mormon way. And if you are, part of this religion, then you know that.
Well, it all comes down to the mom view, okay? It comes down to the mom view with Brittany. Like,
Yes.
some people will just do whatever they can to put their kids first, and some people don't.
Well, yeah. I mean, she said that their worth in that religion is who they're with, who their partner is. So really, I mean, they're trying to live up to standards that were set for them by a religion. Most of us don't follow those standards.
And that Brittany's certainly not putting her children first in her life.
No.
Maybe she's just not capable of it. Maybe she's not capable of being that kind of a mom.
No, listen, I'm sure I've told you guys this story years ago when I was younger. I wasn't even dating Eric yet. I don't think. Maybe I was dating him, but we weren't married. I went to a bridal shower for a friend of mine. And I remember her mother saying at the bridal shower, this is going to sound like an unpopular opinion, but you need to put your spouse before your children. Because eventually those children are going to grow up and they're going to move out, and it's just going to be you and your spouse. And if you haven't put that person first in your life, you're going to be lost when your kids move out. And I was not raised that way. My mother always put us first. And I thought that was the most outlandish thing I've ever heard in my life. But you know what? There's something to be said for that.
To some extent, yes.
To some extent. However, in Brittany's case, I don't think putting Jared Osmond before your daughters is the right move.
But it all comes down to a balance.
For sure.
A balance, of doing, like you said, putting your spouse first, but then in some instances putting your kid first. Like, it's all a big juggle. It's a shit show, people. Okay?
Listen, and no matter what you do, it's not going to be the right thing.
Amen to that.
All right, let's get back to the show. That's our TED Talk for the night.
Yeah. Another thing that he tells Whitney is don't close up shop just yet. And also, you have a snake. Yeah, I do too. You have a snake you have to get rid of, someone who you think is a friend that you cannot trust. You know who it is instinctually. Trust your instincts and just create a distance. Doesn't mean you have to end the friendship. Just stay away from their chaos. That's Lisa.
And in walks Lisa because she's leaving.
With her,
absolutely. It's 100% Lisa. Yes. Yep. Lisa leaves. Exactly. Angie's back outside. Angie says, I don't know what you guys want me to say. You want me to kiss the ring, but I'm sick of it. This is after Lisa left. And Angie picks up the toy horse and she throws it on the ground. And Mary says, Angie, stop.
Yeah, stop throwing stuff around. Stop.
Right.
Getting all jacked up about it.
Right. Mary gets up and tells Angie to calm down, and Mary's yelling at her to stop. It's not that deep. And Mary says, I don't like being around this blind rage. She said, you're stronger than that. Mary was really trying to talk Lisa down. And
yes, she was.
And but Angie got pissed at her. She's like, everyone's going to go back to her. Everyone forgives her. And Mary said, well, what did you say? You said you've gone back to me. And Mary said, that's not what I've done. And she leaves because Angie was saying to Mary, you've already forgiven her all the horrible things she said about you, and you've forgiven her. And Mary's like, you're not listening to me. That's not what happened. And Mary just is like, I'm out of here. And I think
take it.
Yeah, because like you said, Mary is at this point, I feel like she tries to be the peacemaker. Even if Lisa did say horrible things about her, Mary has moved past those things because she's at a point in her life where it doesn't really matter, right? These things don't matter.
Real shit going on.
Right. Exactly.
And
her
not for
kid's
nothing.
life is at risk.
Right. Not for nothing. She's a pastor.
Right.
And
Yes.
so as a highly religious Christian woman, part of her gig is to forgive. So,
Yes.
because you can't forgive, don't
Right.
be pissed at her if she can.
Right. Good point.
So yeah, so she was just done. She was done with the whole thing. She was
And
like,
then
"Fuck
Mary
this."
walks through to leave while Whitney's getting
Yep.
her reading.
Yep.
Poor
Yep.
Whitney.
Mary
Poor
leaves.
Whitney.
Whitney's still getting her reading. Terrence tells her that she needs to make space for herself. Angie back outside is yelling, I don't know who the soup man is. I don't even eat soup. I don't do anything illegal with soup. I'm like, okay.
At this point, Angie is going off for no reason because Lisa's not even there anymore.
Right. She's just lost her mind. And that's what I said. It just keeps going. It's like the Energizer bunny. It keeps going.
But what Bronwyn said was very good advice. You don't have to take it, but you also don't have to engage in it either.
Right. That's what I said before. Yeah. You just, I mean, that's how she kind of keeps Lisa kind of like in check a little bit, because she won't necessarily feed into it. She will go back at her to a certain degree, but we never see her like,
she doesn't lose
throwing
it.
plastic ponies around and saying,
right.
You're shorter than me. Like she doesn't, she doesn't go down to that level. And if you don't engage with Lisa in that way, then what's she going to feed off?
Exactly.
There's nothing left.
Yeah, it's not a good situation. Angie wants to really, I feel like she just wants to assert her dominance and say that I'm not afraid of Lisa. I'm not going to kiss the ring. I'm going to stand up to her. But that's not ever gonna work, because
No, it's
she's
for
never
nothing.
right.
It's for nothing.
Exactly, it's for nothing. And that's when next Brittany announces that she's gonna call Jared back. And Heather announces, we see coming up for the next episode, Heather announces that they're going to be with Captain Jason and the super yacht.
Okay, but
wait
a second. What about the end of the episode when they're both when they're making gestures with their hands in their mouth to Brittany?
I didn't see that.
Oh, come on!
I didn't see that either.
I must have had my head down. Wait a minute, though. Did you watch it on Peacock?
Of course, the best.
I didn't watch it on.
Me neither.
Okay. You got to go
on demand sucks. We got to watch it on Peacock. But I had to watch it last night because I knew we were doing this today, and I was working until 5.
You have to
go. Peacock is the way to go.
On Peacock, it's the last. Just watch the last 5 minutes. It is TV gold.
That must be when she's calling him.
Log off. As soon as we log off, I'm going to put it on Peacock and I'm going to fast forward until the end.
But you have to watch it. It's the best part of the episode. The best part.
Yeah, that must be when she says she's calling him, and then they're doing that behind her back. That is funny.
No, right to her face. It's hysterical. It's hysterical.
Even better.
Well, you got to watch
better.
it. You got to watch it. It's great.
So on Watch
the yacht
What Happens.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whitney Rose was on Watch What Happens Live, and it starts out with Andy saying to her that, he really loved her honesty about, Wild Rose Beauty, and he felt like he was glad that she could be open and honest. But then he's like, well, how much did you lose? When he does this kind of shit, it drives me crazy. And she's like, she didn't answer, and he's like, 100,000, and she's like, no.
Here's the thing with Andy, too. You ever see Jeff Lewis try to ask him questions? And he gets so angry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But he'll ask this woman how much money she lost. Get out of here.
And like when he just did that thing with the I don't watch the show. You guys watch it. But when I do the clips, I saw that you had one about the that sometimes people with veneers get bad breath.
Yeah.
That he did this thing with like green smoke coming out of her mouth and like just not. Yeah,
so
sometimes
shady.
he can be very like catty, very, very catty.
Yes.
Yeah, he can be. But Whitney said, listen, she's got multiple streams of income, like her Prism is doing well, and that she thinks that things are going to be fine.
They had a lot of talk about her boobs.
I didn't watch that.
About Whitney's boobs?
About Whitney's boobs, yeah. About her outfit. And they were saying that she was saying how she was the first one to meet his daughter when he first when he first got his daughter. And now how his daughter was hanging out with Whitney in the green room before the show, and his little daughter was just like transfixed by her boobs because they were like so out. It's funny. It's
That's
cute.
so funny.
It was fun.
Yeah.
So we'll see if everybody can stop arguing for 5 minutes on the next episode. I would appreciate that. It's a
I
little
hope the
much.
next episode we're actually on the boat. I hope we finally get on the boat the next episode.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's just like I want to see happiness. I want to see them all together one time where there's not fighting. Because we haven't seen that yet at episode 5. Like every episode there's been fighting.
It's just too much.
Because they say they're going to move on and then they don't, like, then one of them does something shady and then.
Yeah. Well, not one of them, Lisa. It's always Lisa.
Yeah,
Lisa.
it is always Lisa.
Exactly.
It is.
Exactly.
I mean, I think it comes down to, I've said this before, Lisa's the reason that there is a Salt Lake City. Like, she was the first one. She's the one who kind of pushed for it. Like, she's the one who knew the producers and, she's the one who pushed for it. So.
Hey, did you see who was on Watch What Happens Live? I think it was the guy who was with Ashley, or maybe it was somebody else. Unpopular opinion, he thinks they should bring Jen Shah back.
Yes, that was, yeah.
And Andy was not super into that, and neither was the audience.
Yeah.
He's like, right? Don't you guys think? And there were like 2 people who were like, I'm like, I don't think they agree with you.
So
I don't know. I don't know. This is my thought on this whole Jen Shah thing. She did a crime. She pled guilty. She served her time. I mean, you have to get back into society. And you say that you don't want to reward bad behavior, but I don't know that it's rewarding bad behavior. It's just, people are going to watch it. If Jen Shah comes back, people are going to watch it. People are curious. They want to know how she's doing. They want to know how Coach Shah's doing. They want to know how her kids are doing.
What her experience was in prison.
I think Jen Shah's problem is that she manipulated people. People like us were affected. Elderly people were affected by her criminal activity, whereas Teresa, Wendy Osefo.
See, and it's funny you say that.
It was banks, it was mortgage companies, it wasn't people like us. I think that's why Bravo is probably not ever going to put her back on the show.
But I will tell you this, during the press conference for Wendy Osefo, like the prosecutor said, this crime does affect all of us because when you defraud an insurance company, it's higher rates for everybody.
Everybody.
100%.
So these crimes do affect everybody. It's not just,
of course, of course. But in Jen Shah's case, there are actual victims. There are actual families who are like, you fucking stole this much money from my grandmother. So no, you should not be on TV. That's my personal opinion. That's why probably she will not ever be on a Bravo show again.
But think about it. I mean, I don't know if obviously she's doing her time. I don't know if she's also ordered to pay restitution, because if she's ordered to pay restitution, then that means these people will get money back.
Yeah.
So if she doesn't have a way to earn the money to pay the restitution, then how are the people going to get the money back?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
If she was ordered to pay
honestly,
restitution.
I mean, usually you are.
Usually
I know that.
Yeah.
I know, Stephen McBee tomorrow is supposed to be sentenced, the father. And what the prosecution is asking, and that he pays $4 million restitution, which is what they believe he stole from the government. So, and they're recommending 41 months for him. I don't know what he's going to get. He can get up to 30 years. They keep saying that. But again, if he's someone,
I would think 41 months would be a gift for him.
I would too. I would too. But, I don't listen. This is a federal crime. And again, who's he stealing from? It's fraud. It's stealing from all of us too, because we all are the ones who support the federal government. But my thought too with him is, if he goes in and he does his 41 months and he pays his restitution, when he comes out, I want to see him on McBee Dynasty. I do.
Yeah.
I want to see him there. I do. And I don't think I'm the only one, to be quite honest with you. I think there's a lot of people.
Have they announced a 3rd season?
I just saw something on TikTok. I don't know if it's true. Some guy in Kansas City said that someone from McBee Dynasty just booked a haircut with him, and he was all excited because they're going to start filming season 3. I haven't checked it out to see if in fact it is true. I haven't heard it from I do too. I haven't heard it from Bravo yet, and I haven't heard it from the McBees. But like I said, tomorrow is the actual sentencing, so maybe they're just waiting for that to make the official announcement.
Probably. Or BravoCon.
Or BravoCon, yeah.
Because they're going.
They are going. Well, Steven's son is going, Steven Jr. I don't know who else is going from the cast.
I think he's really, really enjoying this stardom, Steven Jr.
Oh, definitely. 100%. He loves the camera. I mean, that's why he was on Joe Millionaire. He loves it.
Yeah.
So funny.
He loves it.
More so than the other two.
Yeah.
I know there's three, but the other one's not as involved,
Right. Yeah.
All right. So listen, next Salt Lake pod, I want to know about what you guys thought about the ending of the episode.
Well, yeah, okay. I'm going to watch it right now for sure.
You guys got to let me know.
We'll let you know. What do we want to ask our viewers? What's the question we want to ask them, our listeners? Maybe about Jen Shah, if they think she should come back.
If they think she should come back.
That's a great question.
And if she came back, would it deter them or encourage them to watch?
And here's the thing, based on the fact that they literally halted filming while Teresa Giudice was in jail.
I knew you were going to bring that up.
It's going to go back.
Well, because I want to make a comparison. Do you want to see Jen Shah back? Do you want to see Wendy Osefo back? Because Wendy Osefo's charges are very similar to Teresa's. Jen Shah's are not. So do you want to see Jen back? Do you want to see Wendy back? And if you want to see Wendy back over Jen, why? And is it because the charges are, she didn't, directly screw over people like Jen did.
Yeah, with the direct line.
Right.
All right, so let us know, peeps.
There's another twist to that because I just saw recently that Wendy Osefo was actually born in Nigeria. So she is, yes, she is a citizen. She could be deported. She could be deported.
Fucking believable.
Yep, she could be deported, but her husband was not. So one of the things people are saying is maybe her husband will try and take the fall and plead guilty to everything and take all the charges so she doesn't get deported.
So she doesn't get deported.
If there's really an email from him to her asking, can we up this to meet the maximum? They're both guilty. There's no way he could take the fall for her. Because if in fact there is that email, and I don't know if there is, that's alleged, that is an admission of guilt on both of their parts. He can't take the fall for her. She could get deported. I mean, have we not learned anything, people?
Nope.
Are you watching the shows?
Listen, Bravo has a very big rap sheet with pictures.
Woo!
Obviously, no one learns.
Did she never get her? But she has degrees.
No, she's a citizen, but she's not an American. No. She's not an American-born citizen. You can lose your citizenship.
I see. Okay.
She is a citizen. She is a citizen.
Which is one step farther than Joe Giudice went. Correct?
Correct.
He was never a citizen.
He was never a citizen. Correct.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave.
Yes.
All right. So listen, let us know. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and give us 5-star reviews and tell your friends. Share our podcast. Let them know.
Please.
Bye.
Bye.